Tzu Chi holds a winter aid distribution for impoverished students and families in Johannesburg. We learn from doctors the proper way to conduct regular self-examinations of the breasts. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri. Thank you for joining us. We begin our program today with some news from South Africa. Tzu Chi is hosting winter aid distributions in many places in Johannesburg. One of the venues was at a primary school. While there, the volunteers distributed bags of rice, soap, and school supplies for nearly 1,600 impoverished students. Let's join them there.
Truck deliver aid supplies from 1,000 kilometers away, which includes 10 kilogram bags of rice, soaps, and a variety of stationery. Volunteers are busy organizing the distribution at Chief Albert John Luther Lee Primary School, which is located on top of a collapsed mine. Many women are selling snacks in the hallway. All of the 1,579 students are from a slum area, and most of them came from mining families.
I want you to know there's so much love come from overseas to you. And always remember your love. Always look after each other. We have this bamboo bank, and you put the coins here every day until they're full. Then we take this money for the poor people, for the people need it.
Volunteers gave blessings to these children and encouraged them to be someone who can bless others as well. The distribution was hosted in the afternoon, so the students' parents can bring the supplies home when they are picking up their children. The loaded gifts carry great love from overseas, and students went home with a cheerful and grateful heart.
In China, more than 100 city volunteers went to Quanzhou, and they took different routes to help impoverished families clean their homes. In the process of cleaning, they conquered their fear of facing the dirty environment, and they were able to complete their cleaning tasks.
The house where the volunteers are cleaning looked like a garbage dump before. It was filled with tons of cockroaches everywhere.
When I was standing at the door, I didn't dare to move. After I saw everyone being engaged in the work, I started to do it with them. I did what I could to help.
The 67-year-old house owner works part-time job to support his family. His wife, who is mentally challenged, often brings random items home, causing the home environments to be very unhygienic. The volunteers have come to help them clean.
I saw there were many mosquitoes and insects. I was very shocked. Since we have already arrived, it's our duty to help them clean up the house.
150 volunteers from all over Fujian were divided into 5 groups headed to Quanzhou to help with the cleanup effort. One of the individuals they helped was Mr. Wu, a stroke patient. Normally, he could only be wiped down with washcloths in bed. However, on this day, the volunteers not only bathed him head to toe, but also brought him outside to get some sunshine. At the moments, Mr. Wu looks refreshed, and the volunteers also feels quite touched.
Seeing the stroke patient lying in bed, I realized just how important it is to take good care of our health. I feel very fortunate that I'm able to help others.
We are more blessed to give than to receive. The volunteers have learned the true meaning behind this saying through the acts of giving.
Kor Kim Tin, who lives in Malaysia, was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer back in 2016. She had thought about giving up on her life, but then her brother, a Buddhist monk, helped her walk out of the shadows. She was later introduced to Tzu Chi and became a volunteer. She finally saw the value of life and now cherishes every second that she has.
I'm going to build muscle strength in my legs. The doctors advised me to exercise regularly. Amitabha, Amitabha.
At the moment, Ko King-dim cherishes her healthy status. This is because back in 2016, she was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. When she underwent brain surgery, she did not even dare to expect to ever open her eyes again.
The next day, they pushed me into the hospital room and I said goodbye to them. I stayed in the ICU for 2 days. I thought that I wasn't going to wake up, but then a miracle happened. Thank the Buddha, I actually woke up again.
Her brother is a Buddhist monk and helped her turn her life around. She started to do good deeds for others and joined the Tzu Chi family.
I joined Tzu Chi and I changed myself. I used to have a really bad temper and could not be criticized by others. Now I have changed my bad habits. I have repented and will continue to better myself.
Before knowing Tzu Chi and becoming a volunteer, she had a lot of habitual tendency that was making her life miserable. She was very attached to the idea of money, but now she knows how to share with others. She understands the meanings behind giving back to society and helping those who are less fortunate than her. She has been creating positive affinities with everyone that crosses her path.
I want to say that I'm grateful that I was diagnosed with cancer, because it's thanks to the cancer that I was able to change for the better.
When facing life and death, Ko King-dim is treating it with a grateful heart. Every day, she's feeling more blessed than before.
In Penang, Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers collaborated with Tima volunteers to form a medical team. They have been caring for a dialysis patient for nearly 2 years. Besides providing medical assistance for the patient, they also gave him spiritual support.
Not undergoing dialysis treatments on a regular basis, the Valdiran suffered from severe body swelling and mobility issues caused by the infection in his legs. Tzu Chi volunteers have cared for him for the past 2 years and have invited the medical team to provide assistance.
I'm from the house. I remember Sister Kelly and Brother Fong. Both of them came to my house. And after that, I met you all in the hospital.
We started to care for him in 2016. Back then, he was in very bad shape. We needed 8 men just to bring him downstairs from his home to receive dialysis treatment at the hospital.
Recalling the past, the Valdiran feels grateful and he cherishes his blessings.
My body is swollen with water, the face, everything. The bomba came up because the ambulance dare not to carry. They said we worried because he looked very overweight.
The nurse arranged some simple exercises for him, which helped him successfully lose 10 kilograms.
When we came here last time, he kept complaining about the medical professionals and the environment. But this time we felt that he had become more open-minded as he accepted the explanations from the medical staff. He was not as hot-tempered as before.
With the volunteers' love and care, the Valdiran no longer complains about his own sufferings. Instead, he cherishes his life more than ever.
A basketball match was held for Tzu Chi youth basketball teams in Heni Catholic High School in New Taipei City. 14 teams found all over Taiwan participated in the event. In addition to showcasing their basketball skills, they also displayed teamwork and sportsmanship.
Different from a regular competition, this match doesn't only judge winning and losing points, but the happiness of the team.
We should have a good attitude. This way we can play very well in each game. We should not feel arrogant when we win, and we should not feel frustrated when we lose. When we play offense, we should give the 5 team members equal opportunities to take the ball. This is what we call teamwork.
In the past, Su Junjie may argue with referees. However, he has learned a lot after joining the Tzu Chi youth basketball team.
I used to say bad words when I played basketball. After joining a Tzu Chi youth basketball team, I realized I should not say bad words and I should respect the judgment of referees.
Liu Juncheng, who only loved to eat snacks and used 3C products before, has become quite athletic now. He lost more than 10 kilograms in the past 2 years.
He was overweight, an obese boy. When he exercised, he was usually out of breath. He started to adopt a vegetarian diet recently, so he can perform well when he plays.
While young players compete on the court, they are also learning teamwork and sportsmanship.
Breast cancer diagnosis is increasing year after year, and it's the #1 cancer in women worldwide. In addition to cancer, there are many other common benign breast conditions. So how likely is it for these conditions to turn into full-blown cancer? What things should women pay attention to? Let's take a look at the report.
When 39-year-old Ms. Chen went to see the doctor, her left breast tumor was already 25 centimeters in size. It was stretched out, breaking the skin with pus-filled wounds that smelled. Fortunately, the biopsy showed a benign tumor.
The burden was too heavy. When I was trying to treat it at home, it wouldn't stop bleeding. The situation was really bad, so I thought that I better go see a doctor.
50-year-old Ms. Ye developed a habit of walking as a way to release stress.
When I walk, my mind is completely blank. There are no negative thoughts. I just feel really relaxed, not anxious at all. Life should be simple and stress-free. We should all be nicer to ourselves.
She had breast cancer 8 years ago and was worried about it coming back, so she chose to do a mastectomy.
It was like a type of pressure that I didn't want. Breasts to me are just a physical thing. It's not that important.
Breast cancer is rated the #1 cancer among females, increasing year after year. Doctors recommend all women do regular breast self-exams. For the average woman, 1 week after menstruation is the best time. As for menopausal or pregnant women, you can choose 1 day each month to do an exam.
One should start pressing from the collarbone down all the way toward the lower edge of the breast. You can follow it like the bra line. For the outer portion of the breast, it will circle inward toward the sternum area.
Check the nipples for secretions and observe changes in the appearance of the breasts. Doctors stated that more than 50% of breast cancer patients either found a lump themselves or it was felt by their significant other.
If we categorize by tumor size, anything below 2 centimeters is still in the stage 1. 2 to 5 centimeters is stage 2. So it's not like once you felt a lump, it means it's automatically stage 4 cancer. In principle, we consider the first 3 stages to still be an early breast cancer diagnosis. When it's really stage 4, that's the only time we'll label it end-stage breast cancer.
Doctors recommend regular screenings for women over the age of 30. Some common benign breast conditions are breast calcification, fibroadenomas, and breast cysts. It's quite rare for these conditions to turn into an actual cancer diagnosis.
Many of these types of calcifications are more closely related to carcinoma in situ. This is where the cancer is still in its original site. In fact, many times, even with ultrasound or physical breast exams, it's hard to find. Many cases, we must conduct a mammogram in order to find these lesions.
As for fibroadenomas, which are solid tumors, as long as the shape does not change too irregularly, there's no need to worry too much. There's only a 3% chance of it becoming malignant. And for breast cysts, there's only a 1% chance of it turning into cancer.
Inside your breast tissue, there are some liquid components. We can imagine it like a tiny ball of water that is inside. The vast majority, over 99% of the breast tissue, is actually benign.
There's no need to have a panic attack over a diagnosis. Cancer has a direct relationship with stress factors, so it's important to maintain a healthy and stress-free lifestyle on a regular basis. This is the best way to keep cancer at bay.
Volunteers regularly clean the areas around Wanhua Jingsi Hall to maintain a proper environment for all. Recently, some of the bricks on the outer sidewalks have become uneven. Fortunately, the volunteers immediately repaired them, making sure the bricks won't cause any injuries.
Volunteers used the hammer and electric drill to crack up the blocks, and they finally found the reason it became uneven.
The tree root underneath has grown larger. That's why there's a bump. Therefore, we must remove the root so the road can be flat again. It's safer to walk on it.
A sister told me that someone fell on the road outside, so I went out to check and found a bump on the brick road. I immediately asked the brother to come to fix it the next day.
These volunteers are mostly seniors or retired. They often come to listen to Dharma Master Zhen Yan's teachings in the morning and clean their surrounding areas of Jingsi Ho together after work.
We hope that people will enjoy coming in, seeing such a clean and solemn Jingsi Hall. As to all of our volunteers, cleaning the environment can also purify our hearts.
People who pass by Jinsi Hall will discover that it's not only neat in the building, but the outside areas are also well maintained. It's a spirit we should also follow to purify ourselves from in and out.
Volunteers have physically practiced Buddhist teachings through their actions and maintain a pleasant environment for all.
City volunteers invited community seniors to participate in the weekly activities at the Xindian Jinsi Hall. An occupational therapist from Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital designed a series of exercises to help the seniors prevent muscle degeneration.
Are you curious about what kind of activities can attract these seniors to come here every week? Stretch and raise their legs. Under the live instructions from the occupational therapist from Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, Xindian Jinsi Hall had suddenly become a gymnasium for the elderly.
We provide training to improve their body balances, flexibilities, and cardiovascular endurance. We also adjust some of the exercise movements for seniors who are in wheelchairs according to their situations.
The exercise class focuses on muscle training and dementia prevention. Comparing to exercise alone at home, Tima doctors are also present to adjust the seniors' movements so they can avoid getting injured. Many of the senior couples attend the class together.
I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning to get ready for the class. I'm always very excited to come here because all of the activities are suitable for people of our age.
There are 4 crucial exercises for a senior, which includes exercise your brain, your hands, feet, and interact with others.
We hope the seniors can keep their mind, brain, and body active and exercise regularly. We hope that they can come here more often to interact with other seniors instead of staying home and watching TV.
The occupational therapist reminds seniors over 65-year-old to exercise daily. Simple movements such as a few stretches or climbing stairs can effectively decrease the chance of degeneration.
DaAi Technology, which was established in 2008, has grown from a nonprofit company to one of the top leaders in Taiwan's innovation field. During the past 10 years, DaAi Technology's products have won numerous awards. For the staff at DaAi Technology, winning awards is more than getting recognition, but also a way for them to constantly challenge themselves. According to EPA statistics, among the 2.8 billion PET bottles recycled every year, half of them do not have caps. Where did the caps go? According to environmental organization statistics in 2017, the largest amount of marine debris is PET bottles, which amount to nearly 50,000 pieces. Plastic caps come second place. In the past, caps were treated as garbage. However, there's a new stage for them.
This kind of folder uses PP or PE materials, so do our plastic caps. Therefore, we can recycle them and turn them into such folders.
Eco-friendly folder has been invented. However, very few people are willing to develop it because using recycled materials requires the usage of large amount of water and electricity.
I can say that DaAi Technology has used the least amount of water and electricity. The reason that we win awards at international invention competitions is because of the key technology and the creative innovation.
With the key technology, DaAi Technology has been winning awards in all kinds of international invention competitions since 2011.
Many products have good ideas but are not practical on the market. The great thing about DaAi Technology is that not only are they creative and attractive, they are also practical. We invited people to test its quality. I think they deserve the gold medal because of the humanitarian concerns as well as the coolness of the material.
Turning the textile leftover materials into blankets, vests, and glasses, DaAi Technology practices the R2R notion. Therefore, DaAi Technology was able to beat more than 60 competitors and snatch 2 large awards from Global Views Monthly in 2018.
You can say that DaAi Technology has a broad scope. It has the commercial achievements that most enterprises seek. In addition, it has the value of benefiting the society and public.
Not only do we want to win awards, we also want to discover how else we can work harder. Every award is not just a recognition, but also a standard.
DaAi Technology continues to examine itself while promoting environmental education. It was recommended by Green Energy Office to compete in Switzerland. It snatched the highest honor in the category of processing global debris. Having been established for 10 years, DaAi Technology expects itself to shoulder more responsibilities for the society. In Kaohsiung, a 23-year-old student who majors in food and beverage management suffers from hearing and speech impairment. Fortunately, her teachers keep providing assistance and encouragement. Now she has gained confidence and also uses her talents to accompany children who have cancer.
23-year-old Jia Zhi is talented at making pastry, and she is now majoring in food and beverage management. Suffering from a congenital hearing impairment, she always works quietly.
I can hardly understand what the teachers are saying. It's too fast for me to hear it clearly.
There was a long period during which she encountered difficulties with schoolwork and communications with her classmates. Fortunately, the Office of Student Affairs offered assistance to her.
We asked the speech therapist to train her speaking one-on-one through reading lips and listening through the cochlear implant so that she can better communicate with people around her.
The speech training has opened her up and enhanced her interaction with others. Now, not only has she received many awards for fruit carving, but she also participates in church activities enthusiastically and visits patients in the hospital regularly. Jia Zhi is very popular among children because they all love the cookies she makes.
I found the best way for me to communicate with others, which is to draw. It's also more accessible for people to understand what I mean through drawings.
With the volunteers' companionship and her teachers' efforts, Jia Zhi is now confident and cheerful and is ready to use her talent to achieve great success in the future.
As the auspicious 7th lunar month approaches, Tzu Chi volunteers are preparing to present a musical adaptation of the Sutra of Profound Gratitude toward Parents. Among the volunteers, many in Taipei's松山district have benefited a lot from the practices. We'll leave you with the images of their rehearsals. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.